and how probably some of the things that I've done over the last 2 years have resulted in the position that I'm in now. But then somebody decided to leak my mum's address on their Facebook. So we're just going to go a complete roundabout circle, and we're going to put everything that I should have said before and that I was threatened and blackmailed not to say out there, including many points, which are including things to do with Domestos bleach, a few text messages to show you. What's that warning for? A time that somebody went to me, but they didn't do that. The fact that I was isolated from everybody, covering up Dirty Danny's crimes, trying to tell me that it was to do with IPTV. You made me go to the fucking football with that dirty pervert, and you didn't tell me what he was like and what he'd been doing with little boys, did you? Stop fucking inviting me. The fact that you slept in bed with a dirty TikToker. What else we got on there? The night that you took my phone off me. The final time where you tried to take over my finances completely. Viagra, that's more to do with me. In fact, I needed it to sleep with a fucking beast like you. What else we got? The cocaine-filled night that you went on a racist rant against my baby girl Torian and other girls and boys. And your obsession with DG Decor. So yeah, there's a lot to get through. A lot to get through tonight. Right, let's start with a green screen. Where do I get my green screen from? If I can remember correctly, I'm sure Angie showed me how to do it. How do I do a green screen? I was a bit nervous, so I have had a couple of vodkas. Well, and the fact that my mum's address had been doxed, I had to. Let's have a look. More. Right. How the fuck do I do this? I've done it before, I just can't remember how to do it. I'll get someone in just to tell me how to do it quickly. Pearl was there a second ago, I would have got her in. Can you ask Pearl to request again to tell me how to do a green screen? There she is. Here we go.
Hi, Major.
Hello.
Are you good? Right, press effect. Press effect.
Where's that?
So press the... On the... Somebody, do you know... I don't have to...
Is it enhanced?
I have to be looking
I found it.
Right, effects. So go onto your green screen with the arrow pointing down.
This, yeah, perfect.
Right, go on, chuck me out and you're doing marvellous, me baby.
Perfect.
Careful with your word, my Jack, because we'll be wanting to get your bananas. Go on, I'll see you in a bit.
Perfect.
Right.
So I just also wanted to show everybody where I've been recently. Anywhere look recognisable on there? Anywhere at all? So that's confirming one thing, isn't it? Where old BBSL lives, we'll refer to her as BBSL. And I'll tell you what that means in a minute. Everyone had a good look at that? Now, BBSL stands for Bungalow Ballsack Lips, because you live in a fucking bungalow and your lips down there are made out of ballsack, the material around the side. So that's why you call Bungalow Ballsack Lips. Right, let's get this off. Let's get on to the next one. Let's have a look at... How do I get this off? Effects. Let's have a look at a few text messages. We've got this one. What's that say? Your mum can't even stand to have you live with her. She would rather make you homeless. That's lovely, isn't it? Imagine your own mum and I can't see because people are gifted. Let you live with a drunkie shit on the floor. Let's not go for parents there. Your life is amazing, isn't it? Oh, excuse me for not being nice when you've cheated on me the entire relationship. You're always just a piece of meat to me. Someone to have on my arm. See, that's the difference between me and you. You're a disgusting, evil disgrace, and I will never forgive myself, lower myself to your standards. You were never nice from, what am I getting a violation for? Harassment and bullying. I will never lower myself to your standards. You were never nice from the start, you were pure evil. I knew it wouldn't last, got 7 months out of you though. Wonder who's going to replace you, exciting times. Get the message and stop calling me. I'm into new stuff. Now you're old news, baby cakes. Now go to bed. You have a long day travelling today. And make sure to keep watch because I'll parade my next lad around like I did you and Bradley. So excuse me for not being... What's that say? Right, I need to restart apparently, so I'll be back in a minute. And I won't show any more text messages because that's probably something that's... How do I... So I won't show any more messages because if that's what's going to get me banned. I've got another account but nobody follows it. I think it's Swirly07. I just use that to look at people and things. Through some main points. Top girl, she's not in there. Who's Sigma female? How do I tell? Oh yeah, let's go. I want to turn my requests on. Dylan, team member. Oh, people are requesting now. I want someone who I know in here. Someone who I know. And then we can go through all the points. Because I was going to do, like, from the start of the relationship to the end. But I think it's better to just... I'll forget everything anyway, so let's just go through key points. How do I get... You'll have to tell Corey or DG or someone to come and request. Because I don't think I follow any of them. Or CLA. I'll get Pearl back in.
Coming up to say the same, either get Corey in or DG or somebody. So you've got a lad here with you. It's no good me being Amy, baby.
Yeah.
But listen, listen, all I'm telling you is keep your words to a minimum, to change some words around because she'll be watching and try and get you, but try and get Corey in. I'll WhatsApp Corey now and tell him to come in with you, right?
Yeah, all right.
Right, go on then, me baby.
Thanks, pal.
Wait there, can't bloody get out, that's...
Right. But yeah, so whilst I'm waiting for Corey, I'll tell you a little bit of... Oh no, Torian's there. Yes.
Hi, bestie.
How you doing, bestie?
Hi, bestie. I was just going to say, just mind your words, because that creature's probably looking and trying to get you banned, so just don't say certain things.
Yeah, what, like bungalow ballsack lips?
Yeah, oh my God, Jack, bye. Don't flipping say bye. Don't say it. You can't say it, you'll get a banana.
Oh, well.
Okay?
Well, I've got another account. I have... Oh, cheers.
Do ya?
Yeah, I've got...
All right, well, I've got you anyway. I'm in the comments supporting you, and just know that we're all here supporting you, okay?
Yeah, thanks, Torian.
All right, no problem. All right, I'm going to go back in the comments. Love you, bye.
Yeah, mate. Right, where's Corey then? AJ Direct. I've seen him message me. He can come in. He's a good question asker.
Hey, mate. If you do want to show any screenshots, I would upload them onto Instagram and just refer people to go to the Instagram because you won't get booted off then.
Okay.
But yeah.
I mean, I've got loads to screenshot, but
upload it all onto Instagram, mate. Or get Corey to put it up onto his Instagram, and then he can just refer.
Who's giving them bear things? They're well cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just make sure
I was.
of yourself. Watch your words, what you're saying. Anything that could be incriminating, pull it on Instagram, and then refer people to go look at it. All right.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting to do this live tonight. I was going to do a different live, not about this, but she's
made the first move. She docks your mum, dragged this little rat. Good luck and well done, mate. Everybody's supporting you.
Nice one, Chip. Oh, look at that hat. Sick. Right, where's Corey then? He's not coming, is he? I'll just get onto some points by myself. I don't need anyone here, do I? So the first point, Domestos bleach. Can anyone imagine why I would have written on my bit of paper Domestos bleach down? See if anyone can get it. How do I request Corey? Everyone's saying it. I haven't got him as I don't follow him. But yeah, anyway, Domestos bleach. Oh, here we go. Hello, Corey.
Hello, Jacariah. It's an absolute pleasing pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you.
It is. Now, don't flirt with me. Let's keep this all platonic.
Sorry, someone's attempting to call me to get me off this.
Okay, have you got Do Not Disturb?
I'm sure I can do that. How do I do it?
Have you got an iPhone?
Yeah.
Slide down, Do Not Disturb it. They can't call.
One sec. I've accidentally made the comments really big. There we go.
Requests off as well. We're not doing any requests. Let me turn my requests off. Settings, requests off. Yep, there we go. Give him 2 seconds, guys. Let him turn all, everything off. I just subbed Big Up Toxic. Big Up Toxic.
Where's he gone? Moderator turned off comments. Why has comments been turned off? I'll just get on with it without it. How do I get Corey back? This is shambles. If I knew how to work this app, it would be a lot easier. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can't turn off do not disturb off anyway. But let's just carry on. Let's just get going.
I've got 4,000 people in here. You were the only man to ever stand up against her without it being me. I didn't have to booyah to do this, mind. So just go ahead, bro. Just tell your story.
Well, I've just written. I wrote down a few things, but the key points that I've written down. Domestos bleach. So when she was doing teeth whitening, she admitted to me that instead of paying the expense for the solution in the end to whiten teeth with, she would just use Domestos bleach as it would give the same effect. So she was whitening people's teeth with Domestos bleach. Like, obviously, just a detergent thing that you buy from, but obviously, surely that's going to have some sort of bad effects on the body. Absolutely. Surely that's not good for your gums if you're using Domestos bleach.
I'll let you read through your list of things, and then do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions afterwards?
Yeah. So I'll just tell you all the points, and then you can ask me any questions about the points. So Domestos bleach. We've got the time that she lunged for me, how she isolated me from all my friends, how she covered up Dirty Danny's crimes, slept in a bed with Elphaba. That's quite a funny one. After she says how much she hates her, she actually slept in the same bed as her. I bet they had a nice little cuddle, maybe a tug. How she took the night that she took my phone off me and told me that she'd taken it to her dad's house for evidence in case I ever turned against her. What else we got? The night that she tried, that was the final night that I was with her, but she tried to take over the complete control of my finances.
So just before you move on, With the take control of your finances, what?
So the last time that this was just the day that we broke up officially, when I'd come back, because obviously she was already paying me money to be there and be with her anyway, and I had control of her own funds, so I made all the money off that. She told me that day when I was moving back in that if I was to live there with her, that if I wanted to buy anything, I would have to ask her for it, and I was not allowed to have any of my own money. So she would have to have complete control of everything, all of my finances. And if I wanted anything, I could just ask her for it. In her words, I could ask for a tracksuit, I could ask for, well, anything that I wanted, but she would have to buy it for me. I wasn't allowed to have money in my bank account.
Do you understand that that's a form of abuse?
Well, yeah, I know the whole thing. The whole time I was with her was a form of abuse. She was paying me to be there. Do you think I would have stayed with her for that long? I broke up with her for the first time in September when I was going to go to Brazil, and I decided against it because I knew I had about 10 grand saved, and I knew that if I went to Brazil, I would have spunked it all in 3 months and I'd be back to square one. So I decided to get back with her, and I stayed with her because I knew that was more of a long-term, more sensible thing to do. But then
you did mention.
Oh, thanks for that line.
You mentioned the words, she was paying me to be there. Can you delve into that?
Yeah, so every live she did every night, she'd give me 50 quid from each live. So that's what, £350 a week. And then I'd got about between 2 and 3 grand a month from OnlyFans, which I would.
Stop saying the word. Stop saying the word. Just say OF. You get banana for the words. Okay. Is there any other points before I ask you some questions?
The fact that I had to take Viagra to sleep with her, I could only sleep with her twice in the last 2 months because I was that repulsed by her. And that caused many arguments because she thought I didn't like her, and obviously I didn't, but I was there because I was getting paid. But I wasn't obviously physically attracted to her, so I had to use Viagra. And then when I couldn't get Viagra because I was taken away from her, then I couldn't get hard on or keep hard on, so couldn't have sex with her.
Before I ask you any questions, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I've had a really rough 2 weeks. So, my mental health hasn't been very good.
You don't need to do this now, mind, Jack.
No, it's fine.
Sure?
Everything's out there now. She's got her mum's address, so whatever happens to me, happens to me. At least everybody will know about her.
So my first question is, obviously you didn't know about the Danny situation. In all fairness, none of us did until it came to light a couple of days back. So she said that obviously she's no longer friends with Danny, which obviously you now debunked. So is it Danny and her were friends, and then she arranged you to...
Yeah, so Danny and her were friends, but they always said to me that Danny had his phone took off him, etc., because he was selling dodgy TV sticks, like dodgy fire sticks, IPTV or something. And he was the only friend that I was allowed to have. So I'd go to watch Wigan Football Club, because obviously I was living near there.
Yeah.
And he would come to some of the games with me. Because obviously I wasn't allowed to go there on my own. She had to have someone there to watch and make sure that I wasn't doing anything that I shouldn't be doing.
So you believe that... So obviously touching on to what you said prior, right, was you were ostracized from all your friends and family, and then she placed a friend in there for you to have a friend under her control also.
Yeah.
Well, were you free to do whatever you wanted?
Well, no, I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to go to the pub. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I wasn't allowed to text people back from home. I had zero numbers in my phone. They're all deleted, every single number. But I let this happen to myself, so I can't cry about it.
No. And victim of circumstance. It's no. But you look like you're about to cry, bro. I don't want you to cry because I'm like, I'll cry, and I don't want us both crying over somebody that's hurt us both. But yeah, not all women are like this, mind. You're gonna have a really good relationship, and you'll have the kids, you'll have the big house, and you'll have the nice cars, and not all women are going to take control of your bank account. Most women just want you to control them in the bedroom. I
wouldn't let anybody else do that. It's the fact I was getting paid to do it. Like.
So did you just take the money and then just kind of go, right, okay, well I've got a...
I am in I'm a bit of a loser in a respect that I always take the easy option, and I'll always go take cut corners and take the easy ride. And that's one of the things Rosie said to me, that you always just take the easiest option, and that was at the time the easiest option, just to not have to work, not have to do anything for a living. I could just
sit there, do your thing, and
play FIFA all day to give me something to do. And
so effectively, and I don't mean to downgrade you in any way, shape or form, effectively it's like having a toy boy on your arm, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, 'cause you're a good looking lad.
Cheers for the bubblegums, DJ.
I will be hiring you. Certainly not.
I'm not up for hire.
Oh, you're not for hire?
No, not by men anyway.
So, not by men. Oh, God. Right, okay, women, get your cash out. There we go, Toria, darling. It'll cost you 350 quid a week. So, the next question I'm going to ask you, obviously, you could tell me if I'm not allowed to go there.
Yeah.
Now, the issue with you being attacked. Do you want to go into that, or you?
With me, what? I wasn't actually attacked. So what happened was, we had an argument. I was sat at the end of the bed because I used to have a PlayStation in our room with a TV at the end of the bed, and I'd sit and play that. I can't remember what the argument. It was probably something to do with me texting that girl.
Is that the Katie lady?
No.
Oh.
She's called Ketlin, and not Quintin, whatever she wanted to call her. She's called Ketlin.
So you were texting somebody else, whatever.
But basically, she come up to the end of the bed, snatched the PlayStation controller out the wall, out of my hand, threw it at the wall, and then went to lunge for me, and I went like that. But she didn't hit me, so I'm not going to try and spin it and lie. But she did lunge.
You didn't go like that, bro.
I went like that.
Yeah. You protected yourself.
She went like that. I went like that. But then she realised.
How did the black eyes occur?
I got beat up by some lads where I live.
Oh, so that part was true. But the only time you've ever had an altercation with her was when she went for you, but you managed to block.
Yeah. Well, I didn't manage to block because she wasn't actually near me. She was. I was on the end of the bed. She was to the side of the bed, and she went like that, and I just went like that. That as a natural reaction to someone sweet.
Jerk, yeah.
So, yeah, just jerked away from it.
I mean, you did mention as well on one of your points that she was her obsession with DG was very real.
Oh yeah, definitely. So the two times that I know that from is the first time was Can you remember when she was racist to Torium?
Yes. Yeah.
So that night, me and her had actually been on the naughty powder. That's why she didn't do a show, because we were on the naughty powder. And that's why she was just going live with everybody else. And obviously being racist, etc. But everybody she talked to, she was happy to talk to around me. And I was playing the PlayStation. But the one time when DG joined, she went into the next room and she closed the door, so I couldn't hear who she was talking to. And then came back out when he'd pied her off and didn't want to talk to her. Second time, I went to ask her a question in the shower, and she absolutely exploded when I opened the door and started talking to her. But who was playing on the phone? Who was she listening to while she had a toothbrush up cleaning herself? She was listening to DG.
Oh, I know about the
out.
toothbrush thing, because obviously I went away with her last year, and she was like, "Oh, I've just got to go and clean." And I said, "What do you mean clean?" And then she's like, "Well, damn you, I use a toothbrush." I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, she uses the toothbrush.
I did feel very sorry for you, because I generally believe the black eyes are from her. But thank you so much for
I won't. I'm not here to make any lies up about it. I'll tell the exact truth, but I'm not going to.
Are you fully aware, though, Jack? Right, that you have got by her and her trolls a massive now target on your back.
Oh yeah, I know that. But I'm already at the end of my line anyway. I know I'm ready to.
You're not at the end of the line.
No, I'm ready to take all the consequences that come to me for the things
There is no consequence. You bunch of hot air.
But at the same time, at least she can now take all the consequences that comes to her for the things that she's done.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take my consequences and she can take her consequences.
You have many support, obviously, in your own chat, obviously in my chat, and obviously loads of other people as well. That you will be supported by, and even if TikTok is not going to be your full thing, have you got a job? Are you employed or
not until painting season comes back, which is about 2 months. Too cold and wet.
So that part is true. You are a tennis player.
Yeah. It's a seasonal.
I didn't even know that was a job, bro.
The picture that I put yesterday was literally me at work with like all the buckets of paint. So. I put that on my story.
Are you happy now you're out of there?
I'm happy what, sorry?
Are you happy now you're out of there?
Out of where?
Like out of that situation in Just?
What, with
yeah.
With the SL? Yeah, I'm very... all my mates could see when I come back that I was freed. I told Chelsea jokingly on many occasions, and like, she took it as a joke. I was like, I'm in prison here, like, I am caged, like, and I can't escape. And she'd laugh it off like it was a joke. But actually, I meant I meant every time that I said it, but it was true.
Was anybody around you aware of the situation? So, like, you were like speaking to Gracie. Did you tell Danny? Did you tell any of these people, or were you just?
Originally, a couple of weeks ago, I followed Rickster, and I was going to reach out to him, but then
oh, for fuck's sake!
Because I noticed that Gracie and Terry, who are supposed to be my friends, I know they're bigger friends with Chelsea, but they'd unfollowed me and everything. So I was like, I'm going to make some new TikTok friends. I was like, me and Rosie will go meet Rickster and Talia. But then Gracie called and she sort of talked us out of it. Well, more so talked Rosie out of it, and then Rosie didn't want me to do it, so I didn't.
Are you with Rosie now, or
no?
Okay,
that's a whole different story.
Let's not get into that. We're not bothered by that anyway.
Yeah, we don't need to.
So, are you somewhere safe now? Are you good?
Yeah, well, I'm somewhere safe. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
In terms of your mother's address, I'm assuming you pre-warned her. You were prepared for this anyway. I'm assuming.
Well, she'd already threatened my mum prior. The time that I was going to go live before.
Yeah.
She'd already directly messaged my mum saying that trolls would come to a house or do things to a house.
I find it quite bizarre that Gracie would reach out and try to silence you before you had a chance. I find that nuts. There you go.
Yeah, but they all stick up for each other, don't they?
Yeah. They're all in each other's pockets.
Everybody seems to be scared of her, and I'll admit that I didn't want any of the consequences to come, but now.
Have you protected your mum now?
Hey?
Have you protected your mum now?
Well, my mum lives with my dad, and my dad's a unit, so she's.
Dad's a unit. Go and knock on the door, guys. Fucking hell.
Yeah, my dad would slap anyone that went to knock on the door.
So obviously the main thing of why everyone genuinely felt sorry for you, and my head went south when I heard it, was when she came on and she said, I've got this effing phone and I'm going to take it to the police.
Yeah, because she blackmailed me the whole time. She's
yeah.
I felt sick the first time she took my phone. She just bought me a new one for my birthday, and I went back to my town where I live to see my friends.
Can you understand how fucked up that sounds though? She bought me a new one for my birthday. Like, just carry on. Sorry.
I'd left the old one at her flat, and I went away, and I ended up getting on it, and I didn't message her all night, and then the next day I messaged her back, and we'd argued, and then when I got back, I can remember my stomach and my heart like sinking, because she said, I've taken your phone to my dad's house, and if you ever turn against me, then I'm going to hand this phone into the police. So she was using it as a tool, even from, and that must have been it would have been mid-October that she used that as a tool against me.
When did you decide this is it now? Enough's enough. I'm leaving.
Well, I was kicked out. I didn't decide that I was leaving. So it was when the whole thing about the girl from Brazil fully came out.
Yeah.
That's when I left. And then I tried to get back with her for about, I don't know, 6 days. And then I just thought, it's past the point. Can't save myself, so I'll move on. And that's when I started speaking to Rosie. And then that went the way that went.
I think she purposely chased Rosie. I think she put her in a false sense of security. She promised her a lot, a platform and everything else, and all the protection that comes with it.
Yeah.
She promised her a lot to purposely ostracize her from you and split you two up.
Yeah.
She didn't want you with anybody. She didn't want you on the platform. She tried it with all of her other ones. I don't know whether this means anything. I'm a stranger on the internet with somebody with a vendetta against your ex. But I am still very, very happy that you found your voice and to be able to come on here and actually speak about it.
Well, I had to at some point. I mean, it was a little bit nerve wracking, but that's why I had to have a couple of drinks before just to.
What have you been drinking, Jack?
Well, I've only had a couple small vodkas. I wanted to settle the nerves.
Do you know about the Evil Avocado account?
Well, I know that it was doxing people, but I don't think that was her. She didn't mention anything about that to me. So,
do you know anything about her and Swearing Shepherdess's comments?
I also don't actually think that was her.
Okay.
Because she didn't mention anything. And I'll tell you right. I've told you everything.
Yeah. I know, and that's what I'm trying to quiz. So read through your points again.
What else we got? Went to hit me, isolated me. We've got that she took me away from all my mates. Covered up Danny's crimes by saying about the TV. Slept in a bed with Elphaba. There's not much more than the story to that than the fact that she admitted that she had slept in a bed with Elphaba. So she's probably got balantitis herself. If you can, if you can still get that, like with an inside-out one.
I'm guessing my PI that I got to manage to find the address is the correct address.
Well, I put it up on my green screen earlier, didn't I? That I'd been to that certain little bungalow a few times. Yeah. Well, I lived at that bungalow.
Did she ever talk about Bradley?
Not really, no.
Because obviously Bradley's now come on the platform and confirmed that everything that we know has been done, as per his own admission prior, is no longer the case.
Yeah, well, that was obvious. She had to, when she'd lost like me and other people like that, then she had to make amends with at least one person. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a nice little paycheck for that.
Absolutely. In regards to who you go on with next, I can't tell you how to run your own platform, but there's one person you need to avoid right now, and that's because they want an argument and to get you banned.
Elusive Angie?
Yeah, don't bother.
Yeah, well, I'll...
You can speak your truth, you can open your boxes, you can get in Torian and Top Girl and all the rest of them, because they're all just normal people. Delusive Angie wants you for one thing and one thing only, and that's to score points off the back of you, just to stay in with the EQ thing. So don't bother.
I know that her close allies are the two Andys, so I'll steer.
So keep them away as far as possible.
Yeah.
So in regards to the place in which she's in now, obviously that's an Airbnb. So is that in your name, her name, what?
No, it was.
Airbnb.
So it was an Airbnb before, and then the guy changed it into a letting. So it's I don't know how long the tenancy is for,
But obviously she's on the tenancy. You're not on the tenancy, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I know. So my credit's that bad that I wouldn't have been able to get on the credit. So
I got one more question. What car does she drive?
Well, she's got a different one to when I was with her. She used to have a shit little fucking, what was it?
Mercedes.
No, you know them Peugeots that have got that little lump at the front. But it was like 2006, 2005. She's not got that anymore though. But I don't drive, so I can't really call cars shit when I can't drive.
Okay, what about an Audi TT, black one?
Well, she got a new car, didn't she? So I don't know what car.
She got a new car after you split, did she?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So I don't know what the new car is because I haven't been there.
So if anyone's popping onto this live now and they don't really know Evil Queen, what would you say to them?
Stay away. Stay far away.
How far?
Go to another country, get away from her.
Run for the hills.
She wants one thing, and that is to be able to completely control and manipulate the person that she's with. So if there's any other young lads, because she only likes young lads, that are out there that are thinking about it, then just take my advice and steer well clear.
Would you be going to the police in regards to this, or are you happy to just process it?
I don't go to the police about anything. I didn't go to the police when I got beat up. I don't go to the police about anything. Everything can be sorted without needing to involve police.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't.
But I want one more favour. You don't have to take this if you want, but can you follow me back? And if you ever need to chat,
I'll
flirt with me. Don't flirt with me though. I'm not into this.
Don't worry.
My choice. I like men with loads of problems, and you ain't half fucked up enough. Right, and I don't pay them, Jack. So my extension is never going to help. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You'd have to pay a lot, Corey. But
Oh, would I really, darling?
No, I'm not.
I think, and unfortunately, you are just a line of victims. Did you know much about the 14-year-old, or didn't you know anything?
Didn't know anything at all. So it was all covered up, like that he'd just been doing a IPTV, like fake dodgy TV sticks that give you all the channels.
So that's the excuses that she told you about.
That's what I was told, yeah. So I didn't have any reason to not believe it.
What about Zach the Brat? Anything?
Zach, I mean, he messaged me before, but he blocked me after, and that was just when I got with Rosie. So.
What did he message you? Do you remember?
I screenshot it, but it was just basically telling me not to do it.
I wouldn't be scared of him.
I'm not scared of him. I used to actually like him.
You shouldn't be scared of anyone, bro. I understand why you're scared in that situation, because it's a situation that she put you in. So you're ostracized, not speaking to anybody. It's just her. She is the person, you know. But I think you'll be perfectly fine on your own.
Yeah, I will be fine on my own.
And hopefully now you'll fall in love with a lovely lady, and you'll have a couple of kids and a dog and a car. You need to learn to drive though. How old are you now?
28.
Grow up a bit, Jack. Come on, man.
I've not got the concentration. I have got ADHD that I've not even got diagnosed yet. But
you don't tell. You're like this. I'm getting fucking dizzy. You're like this every 10 seconds.
My brain has so many things go through it, which is why I had to write everything down, because I think there's so many things to say, but I can't get them all into.
Have you read everything out on your little pad?
I've read everything out, all the main key points.
So for anyone joining, can you just reiterate what you said?
Yeah, of course. Sorry. What's now? Yeah. I thought you meant when somebody else joined. Reiterate what I've said.
We're having a chat.
So to everybody that has just joined, she used to use domestos bleach to whiten people's teeth with when she was doing teeth whitening instead of paying for the correct stuff. She lunged for me once and threw my PlayStation controller against the wall, made a hole in it. She filled that with filler the next day. Isolated me from all my friends, and wouldn't, if I ever wanted to come back to Oakham, I was allowed, but she said she had to come and stay in a hotel here so that she could watch and see what I was doing. She covered up Dirty Danny's crimes.
Mods, can you turn my comments off a second, please? Because all of you are asking me a lot of questions. He's chill.
He slept in a bed with Elphaba. She took my phone away from me and said that it would be used against me if I ever turned against her. Eventually would have completely taken over my finances if I had stayed there with her. I had to use Viagra to do the deed with her.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you can move on from that when we get that one, yeah.
She had a sniffed up, fueled rant again when she was racist to Torian, and that she is in love with DG Decor.
Decor. Isn't everybody? He's got a massive one. Right. I'm not in love with him. In terms of CLA, obviously she puts her through relentless trolling. Did you see any of that?
Not when I think they were friends again when I was with her.
You didn't really hear nothing about the CLA?
No, not really. she'd mention her from time to time, but
Yeah.
not. She didn't say anything horrible about her.
And that poor dog of hers. That poor dog.
Oh
of
yeah,
hers,
she doesn't walk that, but I had to walk the dog.
I was going to
So I
say,
think-
'cause I had somebody watching the property. She didn't go out once.
Yeah,
Don't
because she
even know
said
whether
you'd get recognised. Well, what you'd get recognised by old people on that estate. You wouldn't. Well, you wouldn't get recognised by old people.
They
on
don't
that
know
estate.
me wrong. Yeah.
So I'd assume since I've not been there walking the dog, then it's not been walked. It would have just been let out on the grass.
Yeah. I do feel sorry for that dog. Any
Yeah,
other
so-
juicy gossip or information you got for me, Jacariah?
Um,
What about
I
her
mean-
finances, bro? Because that woman is not paying the correct tax.
well, she can't be paying tax if she's putting money into like 13 and 14-year-old kids' bank accounts.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't think I've got off the top of my head. I'm sure I'll be able to think of more, but I only had a couple hours to prepare because I wasn't going to do
Yeah.
this tonight until she doxed my mum. So, it's
So her
only-
biggest mistake then, her biggest mistake was doxing your mum to make you do this. Rickster, you slide in my live one more time and I block you. Try me.
So I was literally just going to go through the last 2 years of my life tonight and probably say how karma's kind of bit me for everything that's happened. But I wasn't going to go into any sort of depth or anything about like her. But then she put my mum's address out, so I had to.
Yeah.
So
Like,
you got-
I think you've done a very good job. I think essentially as long as you stick to facts and facts as you know it,
yeah.
obviously people are going to pull this apart, Jack. You know they are. You're going to have the delusive Angie firing up alive in a minute. I demand receipts. This is not true. Even though she was quite willing to throw her under the bus yesterday, providing that she was going to help me. So look, as long as you stick to your truth, then nobody is ever going to second guess you. I think you're doing a very good job personally. I just can't lie, you know. Mod, you can turn the comments back on now. Let me just see if there's anything else, and then I think I will release you to the hounds.
I need a piss. Can I go for a
Well,
piss?
then I'll wait for you. Go, love. Make sure you wash
I'll
your
be
hands.
back in a minute.
Yeah, come wash your hands. I thought he was going to pull it out then, girl. Bloody hell. I'm going to get clarity on that last one now, and then I think I'll leave him alone. Justice for Coco. Justice for Coco. Oh, I can hear him peeing. Oh. Didn't mention, dirty. This is so bad. Of course it is. Do you know what I mean? I've asked about Zach. No, there's nothing with Zach. CLA, nothing with her either. This is freedom, absolutely. Sandra, thank you so much for subscribing. Right, Bella, downstairs, please, baby girl.
I've washed my hands, Corey.
You have washed your hands. Good man. We like a clean man. Did she ever mention anything about the Red Devil, Miss Red?
Well, yes, just she didn't like Miss Red, did she?
No, absolutely not. She's doxed her today, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. She was the first to get doxed before my mum.
Yeah, my grandmother's literally very, very ill. She's dying in bed, and she's uploading photos of her all over her Facebook last night.
Really?
Yeah, she's vulgar.
Oh, that's-
But the more people that stand against her, the less voice she's got, and that's why she doesn't want to speak to anybody.
Yeah, well, that's why she's been threatening me for all this time, because she didn't want me to tell the truth on her
Yeah.
and let everybody know what she's really like.
Because obviously you see behind the scenes, which obviously we don't get a chance to see. And in terms of Canadian Angie, what have you heard on the grapevine of Canadian Angie?
I just know that she's a top gifter of hers.
Yeah.
But she just keeps all of the people like that sweet, even delusive Angie. Anyone that will give her a big gift, she keeps sweet. Like Tommy T. Who else is a big gifter of hers?
So what do you mean by keep them sweet?
So drop them a message every now and then, tell them that other people are out just to take their money, etc. Make herself look innocent. So then tell them, then now they gift her, still, but not gift other people, which means more money for her.
Yeah. Hold on, we've got loads of comments. I'm just going to ask a couple more and then I can leave you run away. Is the ADHD real?
What, her ADHD?
Yeah. Is it diagnosed? Is it real?
Well, the reason that she went and got tested was the time that I broke up with her. I told her that she had something wrong with her head and that she needed to go and get that sorted out before I would even consider getting back with her.
Right.
So she went, because I don't think it's just ADHD. She probably has got that, but she's definitely got something like wrong up there. It's like split personality disorder or something. Like, because she would go mental at me at the drop of a pin for nothing. So let's say, for example, we're in the car. I'd be too slow to put something in the sat nav, and then the whole day she wouldn't speak. She'd explode at me, and the whole day she wouldn't speak to me. Or if I asked her a question, so I had to tread on eggshells around her all the time anyway, and I've told her that before. I couldn't be myself. I had to be a shell of a man and like just accept everything that she said. I never argued back with her because I didn't want to cause any arguments or anything like that, or like prolong any arguments. I just accept when she would just shout at me, and I would just sit there and just take it in and be like, yeah. And she said she'd feel sorry for me at the end.
Narcissist. Did she ever mention anything about her mum?
Well, I know her mum's alive, but
I know her mum's alive too. Yeah. She sat on her platform the other day saying that her mum has passed away, and I know it's not true.
Yeah, but she said that before. She said the reason she does that is so nobody brings her up.
Yeah, because her mother's a sworn Catholic, so obviously she doesn't accept the change, which is terrible. I agree. However, that's her mother's religion, so do you know what I mean? But the fact that she lied about having
she's an alcoholic, so that's why.
Pardon?
She just told me that she was an alcoholic.
Again, I think she believes her own lies, which is obviously quite concerning. I don't think it's ADHD. I think it's complete and utter narcissistic behaviour, completely through and throughout. Right, I'm going to leave you be because I feel like I've badgered you. I've told you who to avoid, and you know who to avoid. You're not silly. Apart from that, I will leave you be. And yes, have a bloody good day. And Jack,
Thank you very much.
Please reach out to somebody if you need a hand. Not that type of hand, though. It's not my style, sorry.
Yeah.
Is Gracie on snow?
Yeah, cheers, Corey.
Is Gracie on snow before I leave you go?
Gracie?
Yeah, does she ever?
No, she doesn't.
Don't lie to me, Jack.
No, she's on it. No, I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie about that either. She recorded my phone conversation and threw me under the bus, so I don't have any loyalties to her. But no, we went to ABBA that time, and I was doing it, but I was doing it secretly. I didn't even tell Chelsea I was doing it. A lot of times, whenever I'd do anything with Chelsea, when we'd go places, I'd take some with me anyway, just because then I knew I'd have to sleep with her at some point, and I had to be off my head to be able to do that. So,
I hope you booyaka somebody who does it, or you don't need Viagra for.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't need Viagra for Rosie. It was well worked.
Oh, darling!
We were doing it about 10 or 12 times a day when I was.
Will you know?
Yeah, well, we didn't go out dating or anything. We stayed in, nice and snug and.
12 times a day.
Well, the most we did was 9. But it was sort of...
How long are these intervals? How long are we talking? Like 3 minutes or?
No, well, a little bit longer than 3 minutes.
Lucky Rosie, girls, isn't it? Lucky Rosie.
But after about 4 times, nothing comes out the end.
Okay. Are you worried about the phone now, though, Jack? Are you worried she's going to go?
I don't give a fuck about the phone anymore. Like I said, my karma will come to me, yeah?
Yeah.
Everything I've done, if I've done something bad in the past, it'll come to bite me now. So at least everything she's done is going to come to bite her too.
The most dangerous time when a narcissistical patterned relationship splits up is the split up. You've gone through the split up, but this is the backlash. So just look after yourself, look after your family. Don't worry about the doxing scenario. There is so many stuff going on in the background. She's got enough to deal with right now. Yeah. She continues. You pick up the phone, you call the police. She has got nothing on you. You cannot be silenced, right? Open up your boxes, have a chat with a couple of friends, and avoid the delusive one and the Canadian one. Apart from that, my friend, bloody have a good day. And if you are struggling, you can ring me, all right?
Yeah.
No FaceTime calls, because I know you are into me, but you just don't want to admit it. I'll see you soon, Jack. Take care, bro.
Nice one. Cheers.
Hello, mate.
See you later. Oh, I'm going to have a cigarette and then so I'll just leave you running in here Who can I get? I'll get some people in the boxes to talk to each other, so I'm not leaving you on your own. I'll get these two people in. But yeah, I'm going to go for a cigarette because I need one. How do I? Where's Top Girl's just disappeared? Come back. Delisa Vanji's inviting me. I'm not going in with her. No way. Right. Top Girl.
Hello? You alright?
Hello. How you doing?
You need to go have a smoke, calm down a little bit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
Right, go. I've not got Supermod, so I can't add people in. But go, just take yourself a minute. Give yourself a minute.
I don't know who's like on my side and who's not.
Get Torian in.
Where is Torian?
Torian. He needs to be. Yeah, just for, at the moment, just let Torian in, and if Pearl's in, add Pearl.
Yeah, neither of them are on the list.
Right. What about Phil? Phil Mitchell, is she in there?
No.
Just give me Supermod and I'll put people in.
How do I give you Supermod?
So click on my name and do moderator settings, and then give me full powers. Add DG if he's in here.
He's not in here, I don't think.
He's probably, guys, he is a lamppost. It's nearly dark outside. He needs to do his job.
He was in here earlier because I've seen him.
How are you feeling anyway?
Yeah, I'm
Can I ask you one thing? Is there anything really bad in your phone that she was obviously threatening you with?
The thing is, I have a setting on my phone, right? I don't know if it's on that phone, but if somebody tries on this phone, and it's the same iCloud, so I'd assume it's the same. Mm-hmm. If somebody tries to put a password in 10 times and it's wrong, then it erases all the data off it.
Yeah.
So if that's the same iCloud on that phone, then it would just do that anyway. But yeah, I've got some messages that aren't very good on there. So
yeah, but does DG want in? CLA wants in? Do they want in? Guys, you're saying these things in the comments, but if they don't want in the box, you can't add them, can you?
Yeah, they're not in there.
They're not.
Right. Anyway, back to I want a cigarette. So let me.
Okay.
Let me make sure.
We'll go have a smoke.
Yeah, I've clicked on your name.
Right, and give me.
I can't see anything else. The three dots. Manage moderator access.
Yeah.
So what do I need to give you?
Oh, box. Right at the bottom will be boxes.
You've already. Comment settings. Manage guests.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That one. Right, I can do it now. I can see people.
Right, yeah. I'll go for a cigarette and I'll be back in a minute.
Hiya, guys.
I thought I'd just come in and keep you company until he comes back, and then I'll fuck off again. Hi, Torian.
Same time that's happening, I just thought to myself, there's no way on God's green earth.
I'm so glad he spoke out.
You know what I want to know is I just want I want.
You can tell he's so sad,
Guys,
man.
DG does not want in. He's just listening. CLA. The only reason I've asked you to come in is, did you feel the same way when you was on holiday with EQ, that you was always on eggshells? Guys, Angie's not coming in. I don't think this is the right time for Delusive Angie to come in.
Absolutely not. You can tell our broken he is, can't you?
Yeah, guys, I think we need to be here for him right now. It's not a point scoring system at the moment.
No.
Let's see if there's anybody else.
At least he's done it now.
Thank you everyone for the gifts. Sorry, I've just... Thank you. Guys, if you want us to ask any questions, put them in the comments.
Hi, Sid.
Hello. Oh, is Torian out?
Yeah. Please make sure. Yeah, I will do. He's getting people. Okay, guys. The thing is that we've all known this was going to happen. EQ has said many times what she's going to do. Can you not, everyone, let's not forget what she said about my newborn baby. Today she went and doxed Miss Red. Box, the guys, CLA does not want the box. I've invited her. She does not want the box.
Even doxed his poor mum, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, his mum, Corey's mum. Get Gracie, and Gracie doesn't do lives anymore, guys. She's already made that clear.
Oh, wow.
Who is this Amanda lady? Let's add her in.
Dorian, where are you? You at a wedding?
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Hi there. Well, EQ has came for me recently. She's mentioned me 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks. So I've got plenty to ask and say. You know, she came for me purely just because I'm CLA's mod. You know, she's tried to make my life absolutely hell. But yeah, I do have a wee list for Jack that I'd like to ask him. So, yeah. I feel sorry for him, actually. What a horrible situation to have been in. Really and truly. What a horrible... and his parents, I hope his parents are okay. I mean... Thank you for the gifts, folks. I didn't come in for gifts.
Top down.
I have haters, by the way. Anyone that likes EQ hates me.
Why they all seem to drop you?
Yeah.
Amanda, I'm going to drop you for now. If CLA wants you in, she can ask Jack.
It's not up to...
Oh, is it?
King of all kings. Oh, CLA's dropped her.
Guys, it's not about anybody else. It's about the things that she's done to... Do you want me to put her back in? I don't get it.
No. Even Chelsea's just said to me she is a bit sus. To be honest, I wouldn't.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of this, but when I come in, you're not going to fucking like this, but him saying she paid me to be with her, I had to pop Viagra to be with her, I'm not really feeling fucking sorry for him, to be honest. And I don't like Evil Queen. But that, the way he's speaking about her right now, no women in this chat or anywhere else would fucking like that. And I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
No, you've got a point. Like
It was absolutely fucking disgusting. Drop me all you want. Come in. Oh, I feel so fucking sorry for him. He stayed there to get paid. Shut the fuck up.
Guys, she's not getting dropped. She's
No,
not.
do you know what? I'll drop myself because I'm actually disgusted and the folk sitting here listening to this piss.
I'm back. I'm going to have to go for a little while, but I am going to come back live in a bit.
Right, well, just one thing, like, I think everyone, like someone just said, Michelle's just said what everyone else is thinking. I think you should keep your personal, like, actual life with her private. All the rest, you know, talk about it if you want, but I don't think any woman would like their private things spoken about. But just keep your head up and tell your truth. Yeah?
Will do. Right, I'll see everybody later.
See you later, Jack.
Bye.